F1GXR racing for round 2 today for Bahrain. Hopefully, stream isn't too laggy. I'm obviously not accompanied by the owner of the league, so Taylor will not be joining. It's just going to be me today. Again, sorry for how late it was, but some people had some issues with joining. Don't really know, but we're here for Bahrain short. It's going to be full qualifying and 100% race. So this one is going to be a long one. Minimum of 2 hours probably. So this will be, I don't know, but yeah. Strap in. And good luck to the drivers. We'll jump into qualifying 1 shortly and we'll see who has the pace. Jones fan was looking very, very quick in that AlphaTauri in practice and also the season opener. As well as the Mercedes seem to be struggling quite a bit, although Swanee was going very well. The Racing Point cars were more consistent than the Mercedes, or the AK spinning out in practice. But yeah, Hardbanting is not actually going, so he's not joining. I don't know what happened to him, but we shall see how this goes. CB8 play is still loading in, not really sure what's going on. Might have to ask him. Yeah, he says his Wi-Fi is fine, but that's going to be interesting. McCauley saying we might have to reset the Xbox, which isn't going to be good as well. We'll have to just take more time, to be honest. Welcome if you're new to the stream. As I said before, we're doing full qualifying and a 100% race for Bahrain short. We've got some... Everyone seems to be loading in now, which is good. Or CBA plays left. No. I don't know then. Luck and Swanee are the first already up, and I think everybody else should be good, although I'm not actually sure what's happening. Here we go. We're on the it's been 10 minutes, and we've made it to the please wait screen, so that's lovely. Right, so hopefully we can go, unless CBA players accidentally left, which wouldn't be good. Right, so... everyone is still in the pits. This has just started. CB plays Kieran Reynolds in the Red Bull. Obviously, it was McFarry, who is now in the McLaren, who was in that Red Bull for practice. Swanee and AK still in Mercedes. RHM Jake has been bumped up to Ferrari, as seen in the last race. I believe this is Julianator, and we've got someone else who's... I think that's Red Fire Tiger going extremely slowly there. Not too sure what's gone on with him. We'll have Juniator and GXO Dragon, who's the first to go out. GXO Dragon is an AI. Julianator actually went quite well in the realistic Williams, so he'll be looking to improve on his race performance. Last race, I do believe he just about missed out on points, so this qualifying is crucial for him to boost his point tally and hopefully be one of the first Williams to score a point in this series, as no one has yet, I do believe. But we're on board with GXO Dragon. I'm not sure if he's in AI mode. He seems to be going very straight, so I assume he is. He will be looking to actually rejoin very shortly, but Julianator is the first to go on his lap, and we will ride on board in T-Pod for this full lap, because, well, he's the first person out on track that is actually real. So here we go then, coming into turn 1, he's going to brake at about the 100 meter board. I need to turn telemetry on. Going through turn 2 now, double short shifting to 4th, immediately going out wide for that cut of the track there, keeping it in 3rd for the exit. And we've also got a Renault, obviously he's gone purple, but someone immediately beats that. So, obviously not the fastest guy on track, which is fair enough in a Williams, taking it through the left and swiftly bringing it up back out to the left again for the right-hander. The AlphaTauri is still in AI mode, but I don't know. That was very close to an invalidation, I have to say, and Leighton has been kicked off. I might have to ask for his game attack. But yeah, we've got Julianator coming up to the line now. And what's he going to go? GXR Dragon in AI mode sets that, but Julianator goes 5 thousandths quicker. But we will now re-invite Leighton back, which is going to be a long process. I haven't added him as a friend, which is not great. So I'm going to have to search his name up. Sorry about this, but we move T11. There we go. I believe this is him. Send invite. Right, there we go. Hopefully he shall join us shortly. Swanee does set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 58.8. Only a... I was going to say it's only a tenth faster, but no, it's 1.1 seconds faster than the Williams. GH Webby very, very close behind, only 2/10. That is. Leighton, I believe, is going to be joining us very shortly. As GH Webby spins off. You won't like that at all once you watches that back. McFerry has done a lap. He's got into the 1 minute 2s, which is interesting. As GH Dragon actually set 59.6, which is extremely interesting. We've got RHM Jake on Fliniester on a flyer. Sorry, he will be coming into turn 1 extremely shortly. He may have done a lap. It doesn't look like it. Gear 1 for that corner. AK might get in the way. No, he gets out of the way very nicely. AK, I forgot to mention, he's put himself into P3 as Fliniester spins off his lap, and well, he won't be happy with that. Well, the RHM Jake is now on his flyer. Hopefully, he cannot do a repeat of Fliniester. Sorry, no, nothing here. He takes that one in 3rd actually, choosing not to short shift in 4th. I personally do that. He actually goes purple in the 1st sector, which is a surprise considering his well, he's Ferrari. We'll see if the game is telling the truth there. Keeping it in 4th through that left-hander, and now quickly flicking the car for this fast right. Jack Miles goes fastest with a 58.6 in the Racing Point, beating Swanee's lap by 2/10. But RHM Jake is looking very good, and he lights up the sector times with another purple sector. I'm not sure if that's right, but McFerry getting it out of the way very nicely as he comes into this last corner. And can he make this lap count? We shall see. Opening the DRS now. He's going to cross the line set of 59.4. Somehow I doubt he did actually set purple sectors, but I believe Fliniester is on another lap. He's sliding through that another one, and he spun it on the same corner. Fliniester having lots of problems through that right. He's currently with a 109, but Luck has already retired. Is he? Oh god, Leighton hasn't. So right, Keenan Reynolds is on the mediums actually, so I need to try and re-invite him. Take control. Hopefully he has done that. He is, as of yet, still in the pits. But we have got Original Blazers on a flyer, as well as RHM Jake. I'm not sure if this is this in-lap. We can't tell from the game. But Original Blazers, sorry, on his lap. He's coming through the fast right now. He's currently... Oh, we'll find out a sector split very shortly. Hitting their apex very nicely. And then running off onto the... Right, here we go. Sector split 45.4. Not sure if that is any good, but it's certainly not purple, I don't think, as he kind of goes a bit wide on that entry, and we'll see how much that has cost him. It's going to be a 1 minute .0, and that will put him in P9, just ahead of McFarry by 2/10. We've got DHWB, I believe, on a flyer. This is his second flyer, hoping to improve on that 59.0, and he might have done that. I'm not actually sure. Hopefully, Leighton can take control. But DHWB is still on his flyer, and we'll see his sector split. Will it be faster than original Blazers? I hope so. In that racing point, it's going to be a 44.5, and that is purple, although that is slower than his previous best, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But he locks up slightly into that last corner, and will it be an improvement for the racing point driver? We'll see as he opens up the DRS and comes across the line to set a 59.0, which I don't know. I think that improves him past CB8 plays. Very minor improvement, but it does improve a position. You've got Kieran Reynolds, I think, on a flyer. Maybe not. He's invalidated his lap. I think we've got he's also invalidated it, so you won't like that. Red Fire Tiger's in the pits. Leighton, I believe, is now not an AI. So we've got original Blazers though on a flyer. No, I think he's spun off turn 1. DHWB, I think, is also on a... No, he's not. Who else is on a flyer? Reynolds, I think he is on a flyer, yep. A bit of oversteer through that turn 1. He somehow managed not to invalidate. Don't know how he's done that. He cut that quite nicely, actually. So Luck is going to be the only person who doesn't make it through to Q2. It's going to be quite interesting to see why people are actually going out, considering that, well, there's only 15 people and Luck has retired. So maybe he's doing last first. Original Blazers gets out of the way of Kieran Reynolds very nicely, who was on the mediums, which is interesting. I would have thought he would have saved those for Q2 when he can actually qualify on them, which is interesting. But a sector split is 1/10 faster than his previous best, and maybe he's just doing this pride, I don't know, because anyway, he's going to come through the final corner, clip the apex quite nicely. He does get on the curb on the first part of it. Over in the DRS though, he's going to come across the line to set a 1:59.8, which is good enough to put him P9. He has done 3 laps on those mediums though. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Maybe as Jack Miles retires from the session, he was in P1, so you can be assured his was probably good enough. But as I said before, none of these guys actually have to go out because, well, Luck has retired, or maybe disqualified, I don't know. But these guys don't need to go out. Maybe they're just taking practice laps. But this, in my opinion, they're just pretty much racing set tires. The Red Fire Tiger retires. He's smart. He hasn't actually set a lap. Doesn't need to. We've got Jones fan. Is he also on a lap? No, he's on an out lap. Leighton misses that apex slightly in the Haas though, which is fair enough. He's gone 1 second faster, and I've managed to lose game sound. There we go. Anyone else is disconnected? Yeah, McFarry is agreeing with me. He's not saying another lap. Doesn't need to. I'm not sure why he set that lap. Maybe it was when Luck had, before Luck retired. Leighton clipping that apex quite nicely, and will that be an invalidation? No. Very surprised from the F1 game. Is known to be erratic, as Leighton goes 1 full second faster than previous best. But I think that's going to invalidate. No, it hasn't. F1 game being very kind to the Haas driver today. He's going to cross the line and improve by 1.4 seconds, which doesn't really do anything, I don't think. Jones fan, I think, is actually trying to set a lap now. So, I don't really know what's going on, because, well, everyone's guaranteed to go into the top 15 and go on through to Q2. So I don't really know why people are doing this, but I don't know. Oh well. Jones fan is shifting up to gear 8, which is very interesting. Why have I disabled telemetry? It's not great. That is sure to be an invalidation, and Jones fan has wasted that set of tyres, unfortunately. People should be retiring now. No one said anything on the chat, but I think he's going to go for another lap. Jones fan, same with him. This is very interesting. I'm still baffled as to why they're going for another lap. So maybe could have pushed that, but who am I to question him after he absolutely destroyed the timing sheets in practice and got a very decent result in the last race. So, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but nobody else seems to be going out for another lap. They're on in the pits. Jones fan now going through the fast right. Leighton is also on fire on 3 lap hold softs. Most times going to be screaming out to him, and I don't know. Everyone's saying. Oh, and people are saying. Yeah, I think everyone thinks that if you retire, then as Jones fan goes P6, that's a full. What is that? It's a full 3/10 faster than his teammate. I think that's it. I assume people will. Well, I think people don't think if you retire now, you won't get another lap in Q2 and Q3. Okay. I believe that's Jones fan retiring. McFarry is retiring. I think it's all kicking off now. Julian is still on a lap. No, he's not. What is he doing? I believe he invalidated it. That's unfortunate for him. I guess there's more content for us. Oh, similar. What said he nearly binned it on his lap almost 5 times, which is interesting. If I can actually. Right, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to invite someone. There we go. Right, Julianator. Everyone's in the pits now. Swanee. I honestly. There we go. So more people retiring from the session. Realising that if you retire manually, then it's completely fine. To running Q2. Sorry. I'm getting all wrong. Julianator now coming into the pits, and hopefully that is him retiring. Alright, we've still got some people in the pits. I believe that is someone coming out of the pits. Or is that just Julian coming into the pits? Yeah, it is. No one really going out. I think they're all just going to stay. McFarry says he bets that I'm loving commentary. Unfortunately, I don't have Taylor to have some banter with, so you'll just have me waffling. Tiaraska, the Tier 1 champion, says, my commentary is Pog. Thanks. I think. Well, we still got the 2. Why there's Leighton going on another lap? He don't need to, mate. Well, this is on his out lap, but I don't really know what he's doing. Oh, it's a fresh set of tyres as well. He won't be happy once he realises he could have just saved his tyres. GXR Dragon now retired from the session. I believe GXR Dragon was actually a Williams driver, as Julian to retire from the session. More people deciding that they've got enough. Yeah, I think GXR Dragon before this race was a Williams driver, so obviously he wants to emulate Jones fan and go all the way, and hopefully Jones fan. I actually think if something happens to I think something's going to happen with the top 3, and well, I think Jones fan has a very good chance of podium if he can qualify on the mediums. But then, same with everyone else. I don't know. Says his commentary reminds me of me. Thanks, CB8 plays. Legend you are. So my voice will get higher. Don't worry. It will get a lot higher once. No, people. 15 people go through. Right, still people are actually staying in the pits. Is that Leighton going another lap? It is. Okay, I guess we'll watch this lap. He's actually got the same number as Mick Schumacher. Well, Mick Schumacher will have for his 2021 season. Obviously, Mick, a son of Michael Schumacher. Well, I'm sure you all knew that, but I'm just waffling at this point. Don't really have anything to say. But I'm not sure. But how do you guys think Haas, especially the hands of Mick Schumacher, is going to fare against George Russell? I think those two, if Haas can keep up their kind of grid like performance index kind of thing, I think Schumacher and Russell will have a great battle. For as Leighton goes fastest. Not really sure the F1 game know what it's doing. I might turn off track lap and put it on again. But yeah, he's going to come around the final corner now, and hopefully a satisfactory enough time to retire. And that is he's 14th. So well, that hasn't really gone to plan, has it? Okay. Alright, more people have retired. Iniesta finishes, everyone finishes, but Leighton, who is the only one out on track at the moment, and once he has either finished or retires, we can get on with Q2, which I hope will be more exciting than this. This, but we will see. We've got a Renault out. We've got 2 Haas cars and Williams. Julian, by the way, I have to say, is doing an absolutely stellar job in that Williams, up in P10 at the moment. Obviously, Keenan Reynolds on the mediums, but he'll be looking to score some points today as Leighton finally finishes. Leighton finishes in P14, and we can get on with Q2. Jet Miles P1, Swanee P2 so far. AK and Swanee splitting the 2 racing points, or you could say this racing points are sandwiching the Mercedes, whichever way you like. CB8 Plays in the Red Bull is the highest Red Bull finisher. So far, he's in 5th. His teammate down in 11th. Jones Fan in the Sister AlphaTauri team is doing very well for himself, up in P6. RHM Jake, who got promoted to Ferrari last race, he's in P7. Original Blazers in P8. His teammate, the only one not to make it out of Q1. We've also got GXR Dragon in the AlphaTauri, Julian Eater in the Williams, Keenan Reynolds in 11th, McFarry in a McLaren. Not really sure how he's managed to get himself from McLaren. He is, after all, a Ferrari Academy driver. So, that's interesting. CBA Plays said he personally struggled with Q1. Right, so moving on to Q3, and it says lap 1 of 3. There we go. That could have been, well, not great. Hopefully we will see someone go out very shortly. I believe that's AK going out immediately. So we'll ride on board with him. Also a McLaren of McFarry, I think that is. He's the only McLaren in. So yeah, that's a McLaren of McFarry also coming out. We've also got a Red Bull of McFarry is coming out. So we've got 2... What? Oh yeah. I'm an idiot. Oh well. So we've got McFarry, Red Fire Tiger, a Red Bull, I believe that is CB8 Plays. Yeah, CB8 Plays. He's going to be the first person out on the mediums. So CB8 Plays kind of going for an alternate strategy. I think the normal strategy is a soft to medium, or in his case, medium to soft. I do believe the medium to soft is actually the easiest strategy. Mediums can take more punishment on that first stint under heavy fuel than the softs can. We've got GXR Dragon. Hopefully he isn't an AI. We'll see if... No, GXR is too far back to tell. But we will ride on board with CB8 Plays, the first runner to go out. He is the first man on track. Someone has spun. I believe that's McFarry in a bit of a pickle. Not really sure what happened there. The spun of his own accord, I don't know. But anyway, CB8 Plays is going to start his lap now, along with Iniesta, or... yeah, Iniesta or Leighton. no, latest in the bit, it is Iniesta, but we will watch, see what plays as his teammate Kean Reynolds is now coming out of the pits. Then it's going to be an AlphaTauri. I think that's... don't know. Oh well. We've got CBA plays... my screen's slightly laggy, I don't know. But taking those first 2 turns very nicely. Setting a purple sector 1, which will not be beaten by Iniesta. I don't think anybody else either. I need to turn on the... God's sake, Callum. Right, there we go. CVA plays now coming around the second right, and that won't be an invalidation. He's very, very, very much on the limit as he takes purple sector 2, obviously, as he's the first guy out on track. But he's now going to come into the final corner now, hits that curb slightly, and he's going to come across the line. And what's it going to be for his banker lap? It is going to be a 1:59.9, very decent. Iniesta is going to cross the line to set a... interesting. Original Blazers goes faster though, with a 1:59.6. GXR Dragon with the 1:02. Red Fire Tiger with the 1:01. I believe we've got Iniesta, who's actually on his flyer now. I think F1GXR is the first one, but we have got a DHL on his flyer, and he's going to come across the line. And he's... what's going on here? They said he was on a flyer, but obviously not. Who else is here? There must be a glitch here. I'm not sure, but we have got F1GXR. Hopefully he won't be affected by the glitch. There's a yellow flag in section 1 and 2. Probably too late to see that, but F1GXR is going to cross the line, and he's going to go P3 with a 1 minute, pretty much 1:01. There's another yellow flag. I don't know who that is, just people going slowly. But GXR Dragon, Swanee goes faster with a 0.2 faster than the Original Blazers in that Mercedes with a 1:59.4. They're not currently not as going fast as in Q. What is that? McFerry just going slowly? No, it's not. What? Oh, just coming out of the pits. There we go. AK is also on an outlap. More people on laps. I think Jack Miles is on a lap now. Same with DHL Webby. DHL Webby actually goes P2, only 600ths slower than Swanee. Jack Miles now is gonna... I think he's the only one on an actual lap, apart from Kean Reynolds. Kean Reynolds getting very close to back of Layton, who spins it again on that corner. That Iniesta, the Haas car is definitely, at least, not liking that hairpin there. As Jack Miles is going to come past the Mercedes. Obviously, he went on provisional pole for Q1, using gear 3 to get that extra rotation, hitting those curves quite nicely, and he's going to open the DRS now and come across the line to set a go pole even with a 1:58.8. Jack Miles is absolutely flying. GXO Dragon is going very wide. Red Fire Tiger is not on a lap. We will see if it is. We've got Kean Reynolds also on a lap now. He's looking very good as he comes into the pits. Never mind. AK with the 44.7 in sector 2. Forgotten if that's any good, but well, we'll see. As he's gonna... Actually, that's probably the best last turn I've seen so far. He's gonna come across the line and go in P2. A very, very nice lap. Uninator is now on a lap. Currently 30 seconds into the lap. Flick it through this right. It is easy flat in F1 cars. See his sector split very shortly. It's going to be 45.1. He actually goes purple, which is absolutely rubbish, because AK went miles faster than that. F1 game being stupid again. But he is going to open the DRS and cross the line to set a 1:59.7. Sorry, very nice lap, beating CB8 plays actually, and Red Fire Tiger goes so faster to him when 4 lap old mediums. He does realise that those mediums are going to be the ones he starts the race on. I hope. AK, I believe, is on a lap on mediums. He's going to come in now. I think he got the entire thing. Who else is doing something? Anyone on that lap? Red Fire Tiger is on a lap, I do believe, on those 4 lap old mediums. Never mind. I need to turn the sound up. Yeah, 5 seconds slower. Julianator is actually going reasonably fast. I believe he's going for another lap. Never mind. As he lifts through that. Lifts through there. Though he seems to be going quite fast, actually. 2 seconds slower. He won't be continuing that one. McVarry is on an outlap, as is Kean Reynolds, right behind his teammates, Soviet players, and they're all kind of bunched up here. Wonder who's going to yield. Seems like they're all just going to stay as McVarry goes extremely wide into the gravel, and that's going to ruin his tyres for the race. So it's just these two teammates. Wonder what they're going to do in terms of who goes first, who gets the slipstream off each other. If I go up to Soviet players' perspective here, probably able to see better. So McVarry wants to go past, not really sure why, but maybe he'll try and get past Soviet players as well, who knows. He does have a habit, actually, McVarry, of getting very close to the car. Maybe he doesn't realise dirty air has quite a bad effect on your car, as CV8 plays now going to start his lap. AK is also on an outlap, so we'll see how that goes. CV8 plays, got to mention, is on mediums, McVarry on softs. So this will be very interesting to see who goes fastest. Keaton Reynolds on the softs, he's behind. CV8 plays using first gear through there, braking very nicely, hitting that apex very nicely as well. Using all of the track, and open the DRS for this second straight. McVarry right on his tail. I have raced with McVarry in qualifying before, and I don't really know why he goes so close to cars, because, well, if they screw up their lap, if they spin off, then you're basically screwed. But we all have our own styles, I think. See if Plays does get a big snap of oversteer through that right-hander, and he goes 1/10 faster through that second sector. Just this last corner to go now for a one-corner sector. Just realised. There is a Ferrari of Archim Jake spinning, but C8 Plays does go 6th. McVarry goes 9th, and Kean Reynolds goes 2nd. Archim Jake has left the session. I think I might need to reinvite him. Maybe that's just, I don't know. What's his name? Archim Jake, just that. Okay. I need to invite through here, don't I? HM Jake. Right, here we go. Yep, and send invite. Lovely. McVarry stays in 10th. We have got Fliniesta trying to set the first lap as AK actually goes fastest. 5/10 faster than Jack Miles, who seems so dominant in Q1. Just realised Fliniesta. Oh, never mind. Fliniesta, number 14. I thought that was Leighton for a second, and I got worried. He's using a very nice helmet. That is my favourite colour, I have to say. Supposedly he's going purple in the second sector, which is absolute rubbish, as we all know. Fliniesta now going to come across the line, and what's he going to set? It's going to be a 1 minute 0.4, which is enough of T13. And it's not looking good for him to actually get through. As AK, I believe, is on another lap, or is that just him? No, he's not. CB Plays might be. No, he's coming to the pits. Got some very mixed feelings. Yeah, McVarry saying apparently Swanee ruined his lap, which is very interesting. Swanee now wants to know what he did, but so that we saw it very quickly. His Jones fan is now going to set his only lap of the session, I do believe. He's going to try and make it through on just the one set of softs. McVarry says he's trying to get slipstream from Swanee. But Jones fan is now on his lap, taking that in gear 1. He gets big snap of oversteer on the exit of that hairpin. I think Leighton or Fliniesta has spun it. But we'll focus on Jones fan for now, riding on board with the AlphaTauri driver, moving over to the right before swinging in. That's a tactic used by Jarno Otmir through Ascari in Italy as he spins, gets on the curve, and that's not going to be good. Will he retire? No. But he's not going to like that. Fliniesta coming to the pits. We've got Kean Reynolds for some reason going on another lap. He doesn't need to. Don't really know. CBA Plays retires for the session. He's pretty safe. I think in P7. McVarry, however, is not safe down in P10. Leighton is coming in. He's definitely not safe. McFerry says he needed the slipstream. AK now retires after going fastest. I don't think Keaton Reynolds, I think we're going to only person actually on an outlap or on the track. Julian now retires. He's in P8, so that's quite bold of him, hoping no one else will improve. GXR Dragon, we're going to see a lot of people coming out in this last phase, and I wonder if Julian retiring now is going to hurt him. If GXR Dragon and the likes of Jones Fan and RH and Jake on the mediums improve. Maybe RH and Jake wants to start P11, maybe getting the free tyre choices. Keane Garrett gets a massive step of oversteer through turn 2. Very notorious for being able to spin. Gets another one. Obviously, his setup might not be as good, but we've got a McFerry, I believe, going very slowly on his outlap. But we'll stick with Keane Reynolds for now. Number 98, and I believe that's going to be invalidation. He's going to retire. No, what are you doing? If you retire, don't retire manually. Oh, God. Hopefully, he didn't take a wheel off. Doesn't look like he did, but that damage might be too much for him to run again. For asking me if he can run again. Must have a bit of rage after spinning there, but McFerry now is on an outlap. He's going very slowly, using the number 25, I do believe. Yeah, same number as teammate Marduk. Actually, is he on an outlap? We've got Jones Fan also on an outlap, right behind McFerry. So this will be interesting to see who wants to go first. And McFerry gets to the way he wants the slipstream of Jones Fan, whose only lap starts right about now. He currently hasn't set a lap. And this might push McFerry, if he can't improve, out of the danger zone. McFerry... Okay, I thought he'd crash then for a second. But we've got Swanee and GXR Webby on outlaps on fresh stuff. Same with Red Fire Tiger and GXR Dragon. So everyone going for it now. Fliniesta is actually on a flyer. He's gone 1/10 faster, which I just saw someone go off there. I believe that's Red Fire Tiger touching that curb possibly. But anyway, Fliniesta, is anyone? No, I don't think it's just me being stupid. Right, so we've got Fliniesta on his lap. Can he improve enough to get through that Haskar, as he spins off exit? That's going to hurt his delta quite a bit. He goes 4/10 slower, and this is him going on another lap. Jones Fan now has gone purple through Sector 2. Maybe that's just the F1 Gaming stupid, but that did look like a pretty decent Sector 2, actually. No wheel spin like Fliniesta off the final corner, and what's he going to do? It's going to be a P4 for Jones Fan. What a lap from the AlphaTauri driver. McFerry is also on a lap, having been pushed out. Red Fire Tiger has finished. And McFerry has just invalidated his lap. And that does put him out of contention. GXR Dragon now on a lap, and he's going 2/10 faster. Quickly catching up to Fliniesta, though. And will that dirty air hurt him so much that he can't get through? We'll see. Fliniesta does get out of the way. Fair play to him. But GXR Dragon now on his final lap, 6/10 up. Going into the final corner now. Very smooth on those brakes. Hopefully he doesn't make a mistake. No wheel spin there at all for him. Opening the DRS now. I've actually clicked off him. But he's 6/10 faster. And he does go P5 ahead of Jones Fan, who has been so dominant in that AlphaTauri. We now got DHL Webby opening the DRS. Obviously, he didn't think he could get through on his lap. What's it going to be for DHL Webby? We shall see. It's going to be second place. Provisionally, of course. Very nice lap from him. Still don't know. Jones Fan McFerry says pipped him at the end. AK in P1, GXR Webby P2, Swanee P3, Jack Miles P4, Kean Reynolds P5, GXR Dragon P6, Jones Fan behind him actually P7, Original Blazers in P8, CB8 Plays P9, Julianator just scraping through. Under a 10th there between him and Red Fire Tiger. McFerry does get pushed down there by his teammate Red Fire Tiger. Origin Jake in P13. Fliniesta and his teammate down in P15. read it. I'm not actually sure who that is, but I do believe it's the Williams. Interesting chats from the two in the Discord. That's very interesting. Right. Red Fire Tiger got the validation, but here we are then for the decisive qualifying session of Bahrain Short, and it's going to be the last qualifying session for this track until the next season. We'll see AK again going out quite early from his pit box. Swanee deciding to stay in. Swanee decided. Swanee decides, I am very sexy, which is very nice of you to say that. Thanks a lot. I wish you all the best for Q3. I have to admit, I think I've done the same thing as Taylor, and so I can't really talk anymore. Ditchwebby starts his lap. I think he's the first person to go out. But I've started to do the same thing as Taylor, as AK cuts the second part. AK completely cut that as well. But yeah, Taylor also does this thing, which obviously it's much better commentating voice. Than me, I do think. Yeah, the owner of the league, obviously. Oh god, what have I done here? Here we go. Putting telemetry back on. Stitch Webby does get a bit of big snap over but we are going to ride on board with the number 82 driver for his first Q3 lap. He'll get a fresh set of sauce for this very nice and very sexy helmet. Is like an invalidation. No, DHL Webby on his first lap does get an invalidation. We will ride on said with AK, who is invalidated his lap as well. Everyone screwing up here is AK. No, AK hasn't screwed up. AK hasn't screwed up, right? DHL has what? Apparently DHL has neither. This is very interesting. From the F1 game, taking that in gear 3. Obviously doesn't need the extra rotation with the gear 2. I've got a message from GXR Racing. I think that's to invite him. Okay, I'll invite to party now. Invite more to party. Right. Why can't I see him? If I just go into chat, I'll invite him. Oh, I'll invite him. Right, how's this gonna work? He's offline. It says he's offline. So invite more, and I will go into. Where is he? There we go. Send invite. Right, he is currently offline, but TH will be set fast as that with a 158.4, which AK cannot beat. Hello there, Taylor. You might include your audio. Hopefully, the audio works by game has been known to die. Is my thing doing anything? It is. Okay, good. Hello. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Okay, cool. Right. It's gone pretty interesting. The Haas cars managed to make it through to Q2, which was mainly because I think it was a Renault who decided to die. I think that was Luck, who couldn't race anymore. But we've got 2 racing points currently on provisional 1-2. D2 will be ahead of Jack Miles, as well as AK and P3. Original Blazers is splitting the Williams and the Mercedes, actually. RHM Jake went out in Q2 on the mediums, I think.
What's that on the TV? What's that on the TV?
Right, have you joined the game now? Alright, cool. Who's on a lap here? Swanee, I think, is going on his first lap, which is interesting. Oh, he's invalidated, never mind. Who's actually doing anything? GS Dragon actually went ahead of Jones fan in Q2. So, if you're Jones fan, very, well, pretty much OP, I'd say, in that AlphaTauri. Swanee is still invalidated, wondering if they had actually done anything. CB Plays is on a lap, though. I think he might have spun a bit on his lap, and I believe he's going to the pits. But we'll ride a ball with Jones fan now. What? Okay. Oh well. What's his sector split going to be? Jones fan with a sector split of 44.8, not quite as good as his Q2 split. He's going to come around the final corner now. And what's it going to be? Down to gear 3. Might not have hit that curve as nice as he would have liked. But still, he's going to come across the line set a 1:59, sorry, 0.4. Which is better than Julianator and Original Blazers, but behind CB Plays, which is unsurprising to be fair, considering the car he is in. They've got AK on an outlap as well as Jack Miles, those two wanting to get their laps in early to make sure they can run again one more time possibly for their penultimate try. I don't know. Right. Racing point changes to Mercedes this weekend, confirmed. Says the Mercedes driver of Swanee. AK is now starting his lap. For some reason it says 58.6. That might be his lap from before, as Jack Miles also starts his lap now. So these two going out early is taking it very nicely actually in gear 3. Most people will take it gear 2. Well, that's what I take it anyway. Well, actually depends how I'm feeling. But AK taking that quite nicely actually. Setting a purple sector 1 with a split time of 0.2 on the Delta. Pretty much. He's going through the flicking it in, sorry. Don't really know what I'm on about. It doesn't invalidate, which is very close to be doing. He's come around to the second right now. No problems through there. It's looking like very close to invalidating there. That was basically centimeters away. As he does set another faster sector. Almost 0.3 up now. And can he improve any more in the last corner? Hits the curve again. Still not sure if that's a good thing or not. But he's going to come across the line now. And what's he going to set? It's going to be a 1:58.3. Jack Miles is now going to come across the line. And I think he's screwed up his lap. But AK with an absolutely lovely lap there with a 1:58.3. I believe that is the fastest lap anybody has actually done this session. We've got Swanee now on a lap as well as Kean Reynolds. Those two looking to do very well. We've got someone on that lap. I'm not actually sure who that is. I believe that's an AlphaTauri who cuts the first corner. Which is fair enough, I mean. I keep getting messages and I keep thinking it's the Discord. Jake using my name. Swanee invalidates his lap. That's not great for him. Down in P4, which is not something you usually say down in P4, but he's a Mercedes, of course. Kean Reynolds, as Leighton left the session, I'm going to have to invite him back again. That's annoying. We might not see the end of Kean Reynolds' lap. You guys might see it, but I won't. C7. Right, hurry up. Oh no, you Muppet Callum. Fudge. Right, we'll just watch the end of this and then invite him. Sector split 44 and he's going to go P6. Just behind his teammate. I need to invite from here, don't I? Find someone. And then we'll go. Leighton. He hasn't said anything in the chat. But we'll invite him to game anyway. There you go. Right, hopefully that will be good enough. We've got J2 Dragon on a fly now. He was one who got cut turn 1 for near Swanee, I believe. That does look pretty decent. To be fair, hit that very nicely, and we'll ride on board with him now for the final part of his lap. The sector split of 44.7. That is fairly decent. He takes that in gear 4. That looks like he's Pretty very nice on there as he goes P6 ahead of Jones fan actually, who I believe is on an out lap, obviously trying to improve on his lap. We've got Jet Miles now on a lap. He's gone about half tenth faster than his previous best. We've got yellow flag as I don't know who that is. GXR Dragon now retired for the session. I think he left it a bit too late to actually go. We've also got Julianator on a lap. We'll see where he goes. Julianator going very interesting, but we have got Jet Miles now only a quarter of a tenth up. As we'll see where he goes. I've invited someone else. I did. Jet Miles goes P2 with that lap. I'll do it again, but let's see. He keeps getting kicked off. That's annoying for the Haas driver. Hopefully he can get back in time. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Sorry about that. Find someone. Oh, such an idiot. Search. Right. Hopefully he doesn't get kicked off again, because this is getting infuriating for me, and I'm sure everyone else, as well as the driver himself. Might add up as a friend after this, actually. Never mind. Right, that's the last invite he's going to get for a while. AK is now on lap as he goes 2 tenths up. Just through that first section, never mind. I'm telling a lie. Jet Miles is on, never mind. AK hopefully is on a lap. I believe that he did go purple through the first sector. Julianator now does retire, obviously believing. Let's realise, Julianator got into Q3 in a Williams. I think promotion is in hand, if that's to Renault, or if it is to the Mercedes Driver Academy. Anyway, AK hoping to prove why he should stay in that Mercedes sheet. Maybe just missing that apex ever so slightly. He's going to come across the line now. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:58.1. New fastest lap. As Jack Miles retires, obviously believing he can't go any faster. But Swanee's still in P4 as DHWebby gets a huge snap of oversteer through there. And that will not help his chances at all to, and in fact he retires. So it's just going to be Swanee on his lap now. Hopefully he can improve. We're right on board with him now. In the daylight of Bahrain. He's gone a tiny bit wide there. And what's his sector split going to be? It's going to be a 1:44.0. And that is a purple sector 2 from the Mercedes driver and the Tier 2 GXL champion. Hoping to prove why he should be in the Mercedes as well. And he's going to open the DRS now. And what's he going to be? He's going to go P2. Keeping the 1-2 for Mercedes with a 1:58.3, and that's a very nice lap. Kim Reynolds now also on a lap. He's gone 4 tenths faster in his sector split. Original Blazers as well on a lap. He will set his time very shortly. We're going to carry on with Kim Reynolds. Original Blazers go P6. But where is Kim Reynolds going to be? He's going to cross the line and go in P5, just ahead of Jones fan. And I believe that's qualifying complete for everybody there. AK going to come into pits. Now he's going to be the last person out on track, but that is a very, very nice qualifying for the two Mercedes, and the racing points very close behind, which is going to make this race very, very Dude, Robbie says he's on the wrong account. Did he get kicked off? Okay, so hopefully he'll rejoin. But it's AK on pole with Swanee, his teammate, 2 tenths, well, pretty much 3 tenths behind Jet Miles in P3, DHWebby, his teammate in P4, Kim Reynolds in the Red Bull, P5, Jones fan in the sister Red Bull, P6, Original Blazers in the Renault, P7, CB plays in P8, GXR Dragon in P9, and Julianator in the Williams, only 1.5 seconds behind the Mercedes. Very, very nice lap for him to manage to keep up with those two. I've got 99 notifications, which is absolutely lovely. Somehow I don't think any of you care. But, oh well, it's going to be the start of a 100% race. This is going to be the first 100% race we've done. Not quite sure. But,
Yeah, first 100% race ever.
first 100% race. Flippin' heck. Did you include your audio?
Doesn't give me the option to.
Ah. Okay, well, the owner of the league just confirming there, this is going to be the first 100% race in GXL/GXR's history. So, this is going to be history in the making, I guess you could say. Apparently, DHL Webby was 1.7 tenths up, but seems like there's something wrong with my Xbox because I can't. Well, it's not letting me include anyone's audio when I stream it from my from my end. So we'll have to get that fixed at some point, or we'll get that looked at. But Luck is back in, I think, and I'm not quite sure if that's his AI or if that is actually Luck, who did say he couldn't race anymore. But McVary says he's just aiming for points, and everyone's going to be starting the formation lap very shortly. This is going to be formation lap, yeah, as it's green front running for the formation lap. No one's crashed yet, which is always a lovely. I'm going to go down to Luck to check if he's in AI mode. Doesn't look like it, actually. We'll see. He's not. Luck is racing, I do believe. So, Archie Jake has disconnected, though. So, that's not great. I'll try and invite him now. Is Leighton... McVary going wide. Flynn to have the same idea, and they two almost collided. I'm going to invite Leighton again one more time, and also Archie Jake. Because, well, just in case they can get back in, hopefully in time for the formation lap. Garage and Jake, and also was Leighton C11, wasn't it? All right, this will be the last invite they get. So you know, hopefully their tires won't be minus 273 degrees. Luck is. Funiesta is the... These guys are taking their time, to be fair. McVary holding them all up. Very keen to warm his tyres. But I don't think the guys up front will be very impressed with that. Their tyres are going to be stone cold by the time McVary does get into place. So this will be very interesting to see how this fares. McVary does, I believe, go into AI mode now. So, Leighton has got in, I do believe. Archie Jake will see. I don't think he has got back in. I know he has. I can't tell, but oh well. Okay, cool. It says, why is the lap 2? What's going on here? Hopefully the game's going to fix itself. AK is actually on the start. As 5 red lights come on now, and the game has decided, well, the time machine has decided to die, but it's going to be 5 red lights, and they're underway, and everybody's ghosting for some reason. AK gets a relatively decent start. There's going to be absolute chaos at the back, and everyone's moving around, but it's still ghosting. I'm not really sure what's going on, but Swanee is going to challenge his teammate for the lead, and I believe he has got that move done. DHL Webby, I believe, is right behind him as DHL Webby has just spun AK off, and AK is going to go tumbling down that order. And will that be penalty points? I'm not sure. DHL Webby now right on the back of Swanee. The two, I'm sure, very good friends in real life, but those two will not be happy about that. Well, AK won't. That's, I believe, that is the second time his lobby's glitched. Yeah, I think it's good now. Yeah. 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 Yep. Will do. Yep. Will do. Yep. Okay, cool. Right, see ya. Right, so, okay, there we go. Right, hopefully the Chinese chiefs will sort themselves out now. But, as he does leave the party now, we'll see what's penalties on. We've got CV8 plays, but I do believe the closest battle is Keaton Reynolds and Redfire Tiger, who are all ghosting. Got no clue what is going on. Keaton Reynolds now stops ghosting, as does Redfire Tiger, and we can get on. McVary has managed to move himself up into P7, but somehow
is down to 10% ERS. So, that's not great, but the lobby is starting to glitch again. Jack Miles, something happened to Sergio Webby because he is no longer on the back of Swanee. So, he'll be under pressure from his teammate, Jack Miles. He'll be hoping to get past, as well as Jones fan, who's moved himself up to P4. GXR Dragon has dropped down to P13. Archie Jake is challenging GXR Dragon, I believe, now. Digital Webby hangs on into the last corner, but I wonder, will Racing Point perform a swap? Jack Miles is on 77%, along with Digital Webby 17%. Jack Miles is now going to go for the move down the inside into turn 1. Jones fan just hanging back, and I believe that is Jack Miles. Oh, they've collided. Jack Miles, I believe, is tumbling down the order, and that is disaster for Mercedes. The two Racing Points, obviously, and now the two Mercedes have collided between each other, and that has been not a great start, but we have a massive train here now. Jack Miles at the head of it. Well, no. Julian at the head of it now, and I believe that's Jack Miles retaking. Well, he's trying to climb himself back up the order after that horrendous start. Number 98 moving swiftly past the Williams of Julianator, and now Flynn Iniesta is right in the back of the Mercedes Academy driver. It's Red Fire Tiger spinning and off, and it's been a chaotic start. Well, it's a 100% race. You'd expect people to calm down, but obviously not. We've got someone. DH Webby can't take control of his car. New lobby. I don't know. I don't really know because I'm not the owner, so I can't really do anything. I think we should just keep it as it is, to be fair. But we have got Mac Farry right behind CB8 Plays. And I believe he is going to overtake him. He's already below 10% ERS. He's on nothing now, is Mac Farry. But he has moved up into the podium positions. Oh, that's unfortunate. DHWB has left. I believe he'll be trying to rejoin. Although, did he... Yeah, DHWB had the minus 200 degrees tire glitch. So he would be happy with that. As Mac Farry gets his first penalty. And that is going to be the first penalty of the race. CB8 Plays is still right in the back. And he's trying to use overtake when he's got none left. I wonder if he has accidentally put that on and he can't put it back. He's basically not turned it off. But Jack Miles now is making a huge comeback. And he's about to move past CB8 Plays. Can he get Mac Farry as well? Mac Farry is moving all over the place. But Jack Miles is now going to attempt to go around the outside. CB8 Plays with the massive dive. It's going to be 3 wide into turn 1. Mac Farry keeps the position. Can CB8 Plays get back? But no, he can't. I believe that's DHOB who stopped. But Mac Farry now is getting the DRS from the Racing Point driver. Still using his ERS. And this hasn't been great race management from the McLaren driver. But what he is is up into P3. Great start from the McLaren driver. I wonder how many positions he moved up. Mac Farry's moved up 9 positions. Amazing start for the McLaren driver with his overtake permanently on. AK is now attempting to get past the Renault of Original Blazers. I'm sure he'll make quick work of him as he's got 80% ERS. Mac Farry runs wide, and can CB8 Plays take advantage? I do believe he can. He's already moved past, and will Mac Farry move past? But Jack Miles is now attempting to go around the outside of turn 1. Can he make the move stick on the softer tyre? He's gone around the outside. CB8 Plays leaving enough space, and that is great racing between the two. CB8 Plays on the mediums. We'll see what tyre everyone is on. So it's just CB8 Plays and Red Fire Tiger currently on the mediums. As the Williams of Julianator gets on the penalty. But can CB8 Plays move past Jack Miles again? This has been a great scrap as we've got Flynn Iniesta very close to the back of Red Fire Tiger. Will he make a move? No, he won't. He'll stick back. But moving back to this fight, CB8 Plays very close to Jack Miles. I'll move back to... Let's move back. This is probably a better fight. We've got... he's run wide there. Flynn Iniesta just behind the points playing position. Julianator currently in P9, holding up Red Fire Tiger, who's desperately trying to get past. We've got AK, who does move past Kean Reynolds, and he's now on the back of Mac Farry, who's got 6% ERS compared to AK's 80%. And I believe this is going to be a very easy move for the Mercedes driver. Mac Farry also might get overtaken by Kean Reynolds, who's going to attempt to go around the outside. He's going to keep that one. But AK moves past Well, McFarry's still fighting this, you know. It might get you a penalty, but he's still fighting it. He's going up the inside into this hairpin now. And Dear Chubby is, well, it's bad luck for him. McFarry's still attempting to fight this. But now he's got the Red Bull of Kian Reynolds, who's might go around the outside over here, squeezing McFarry very much so into the apex. Original Blazers now right behind these two. And can he make a move down the outside? I don't think he can. But McFarry now down to P6 with Original Blazers right behind him and a kind of driver behind him. McFarry is still using his overtake. Not sure he's quite grasped concept of management there. But Kian Reynolds has run into the back of McFarry, and I doubt he'll be very impressed with that. McFarry, we're on board, sorry, with Kian Reynolds. He's not got much ERS either. They're both on no ERS whatsoever. And can Kian Reynolds make a move around the outside of turn 1? We'll see braking very late. As Original Blazers completely misses his braking zone. He's gone down to P. That's not gone well for him, has it? Also got AK and CB players might be fighting for now. And I think this might be a better battle considering AK does have a lot more ERS than the rest of the field. Swanee now on 11%, so the top three all below 50%, but AK managing his ERS very well up in P5. Kian Reynolds, I believe, is closer to McFarry, and anyone else, this is the closest battle of the whole race so far. I believe F1GXR made a mistake, which is why he's down in P11. But can Kian Reynolds move past? I believe AK is actually closer. Sorry to McFarry for moving away from his fight there. AK moved down Gear 2, sorry. Can he make the move? CB plays going very defensive. It's going to be completely pointless. AK with the better tyre is going to breeze past the Red Bull driver. And can the Red Bull driver make a move? As there we go. Kian Reynolds now trying to make a move on a McFarry, and I believe that is going to be a move done. He's run very wide, and has McFarry. And McFarry is going to retake the position. Both of them running very wide into turn 1. And McFarry does retake the position. My voice is already going. Luck, however, is back in the race. And he's moving past F1GXR to take P11. And he's got a 24-second deficit to Kian Reynolds, the next car ahead. Later running a lovely race, by the way. Up in P9 still. Original Blazers now. Original Blazers and McFarry now the closest battle. After a brilliant start, McFarry is now falling behind the order. Down the order, sorry, and he hasn't got a great exit there. And Original Blazers might decide to make a move now instead of down the back straight. We'll see. Oh, something's happened there. And Original Blazers has lost his front wing. Didn't look like McFarry brake checked him there. He won't be very happy with that. But yeah, my voice is going completely. And he's going to box for damage. I believe that might be some penalty points for McFarry. Later moves off to P7. We've got AK now on the back of Jet Miles. I need to go and get a drink, actually, sorry. McFarry moves on to the hards. Original Blazers moves on to the mediums. Oh god, I've just killed my phone. But I will be back with you very shortly, but my voice is already dying, so I need a drink, and probably a good time, because, well, nothing's really happening. Right, I'm back with some water and ready to commentate again. Closest battle is currently Jack Miles and AK, who carried on their fight. Luck moving past Kian Reynolds, actually. Do you believe that's... Oh, fudge, I've just spilled water everywhere. That's not gone very well. Sorry, I've completely screwed up the stream. I'm going to have to get tissue to wipe that up.
Right, I'm back again. Sorry about that. Hopefully I won't knock over the water again. But closest battle right now is Jet Miles and Jones Fan, I do believe. Jet Miles moving past Jones Fan very nicely there. I've just ruined my carpet. And that's not great, but oh well. Hopefully that will dry off. Jones Fan now on the back of Jet Miles. And Jet Miles has caught up to AK, who has got his first penalty. Those two are the closest people on the track right now. And my voice is no longer dying as such. So we could get back to commentating. Origin Jake actually having probably a decent battle with oh, it's disconnected, I think. Okay, yeah, those two are both in AI mode, so that's not going to be the greatest fight. But Jet Miles and Jones Fan now are spreading out a bit. Those two. Oh, the field in general is spread out. Brilliant Raiders, however, is close to King Reynolds. Now he's going to be making a move into turn 1. Around the outside of turn 1, Original Blazers is going to try and fight that back, or maybe not. I think he broke a bit too early. I'm also a culprit of that. Origin Jake moved fast in the AI fight, but Jack Mile is still on the DRS of AK. And this will be probably the fight we see for quite a long time now. Sorry if you heard some slurping there. I wish I have innocent juice, but Jack Miles is now very close to AK. We'll see how much ERS they're both on. They're both on around the same amount of ERS. Jack Miles with about 10% more than the Mercedes driver. But those two, I believe, are going to have a great battle on the back straight as Jack Miles runs slightly wide from the dirty air of AK. So he might not be able to challenge in turn 1. 6 tenths now. And I think that is just about in range if he can get down to 5. Almost has blue flags still waving for the TAI. Yeah, Jack Miles currently not looking close enough to challenge AK. Hopefully he can do it on the next back straight, but I will move back down. Who else is having a decent fight? McFarry is pitted for the hards. He's still in overtake. Still don't think he's grasped the concept of ERS management like Jet Miles and AK have. Those two both on 6%, pretty much, and have a lot of ERS to play with, to be fair. Jet Miles now 5 tenths, sorry, behind AK, and this could end badly on into turn 1. And my my voice is down now, my head's dying. 6 tenths now from the dirty air through that double right. And can he challenge AK? We shall see. 6 tenths is the gap between the two drivers. Breaking down into the last turn. And he's got very, very decent exit, to be fair. And can he challenge with the DRS? He hasn't using overtake. Don't think he wants to challenge just yet on the Mercedes. Maybe wants to save a bit more ERS and then go for it. Maybe just for pit stop phases he will challenge. But gap is 5 tenths. I believe AK... Sorry, yeah, AK used quite a bit of VRS there. He was on 50%, but I believe he drained it on that back straight. As McFarry is now on the back of Julianator, who has just pit. So this is probably more exciting as McFarry gets another penalty. We'll check. So McFarry currently on the most with 6 seconds. AK and Julianator as well as Feniesta all have 3 secs. So the two harsh drivers, I forgot to mention, are quite close together. Are they actually... Oh, Leighton is disconnected. Are they... I don't know. So... Oh, McFarry has got past... No, he hasn't. Original Blazers has got past McFarry. Turn of events there. Original Blazers is on the mediums. Pit the same lap as McFarry, obviously going... Maybe he can think he can stress that medium stint, but more likely it'll be a medium to softs.
CBA players now close to the back of Jones Van. As Jack Miles has dropped out the DRS range of AK. But no, he hasn't. He's back within the DRS. Game glitching a bit there. But I think this will be a very interesting battle. Jones Van in the AlphaTauri probably looking to replace one of his Red Bull counterparts. Kevin Reynolds down in P15. He might be a contention for demotion. I'm not currently saying anything. Maybe something's happened to him. I don't know. But CBA Plays is now extremely close to the back of Jones Van. The gap now is 2/10 between the two drivers. And I believe CBA Plays is close enough to challenge on the back straight. Red Fire Tiger has made a brilliant comeback, to be fair. Up in P6 after his poor qualifying. But CBA Plays is now has lots of ERS and he's willing to use it down this back straight. Jones Van still very nicely, but CBA Plays is going to go round the outside of turn 1. And that is a brilliant move from the Red Bull driver. Jones Van trying to go for a switchback. Can he challenge into the hairpin? Not close enough. Lovely move there from CBA Plays around this out of turn 1. Everyone seems to be going defensive into turn 1. And everyone seems to be swooping around the outside. So maybe people need to reconsider their defensive strategies. Original Blazers go down the inside of Julianator. And will he get the DRS? He will still. But that's compromised his exit. By quite a bit there, and he's not even using the... He hasn't even opened the DRS, I don't think. Just wants to do it on pure pace alone. He's going to go around the outside of turn 1. Julianator ghosts, and has he disconnected? We'll see. Apparently not. Oh, now... everyone's ghosting now. I think there's going to be a lobby glitch. Which is unfortunate. But Jack Miles is staying on the back of AK. And still saving his ERS. Jack Miles on 80%. AK in the low 50s. And he's using it now. And so is AK. Jack Miles, to be fair. Jack Miles dropping back slightly. Has Kevin Reynolds disconnected? He hasn't, but Layton has. Kevin Reynolds not having the greatest of races. We might have to invite him back for an interview. Although I just realised no one can include their audio, so that's a bit stupid for me. Jones Van, however, is on the back of Red Fire Tiger. Red Fire Tiger is below 10% ERS, and could Jones Van make a move into this turn 1 as Mac Farry gets yet another warning for track limits as Jones Van goes into the pits now, very cautious, although he gets down quite nicely. To be fair, we've got Irish from Jake and Fliniesta. Fliniesta not actually, well, driving. No, Fliniesta is driving, but Irish from Jake isn't. Fliniesta getting a very, very, well, it's Irish from Jake. I can't tell Irish from Jake is actually in because his car keeps ghosting and then unghosting. But we'll ignore that and move on to Julianator and Original Blazers. Their scrap will be quite interesting. Maybe Original Blazers trying to save some ERS. Julianator Gates again. And this game isn't being great, I have to say. But can Original Blazers make a move down into turn 1? Julianator does seem to have the... his aerodynamics doesn't seem to be great as the pit window is supposedly open for a one-stop strategy onto the mediums. We got Jet Miles now very close to the back of AK, and can he dive bomb because Kevin Reynolds retires? We'll see what happens there as DHWB comes round. But Jet Miles unable to make the move on AK as his AI is driving very slowly. Can't seem to find... we'll try and see if Kevin Reynolds is anywhere here. But it might take a while for the disconnected DHWB, which is very unfortunate for him, do anything. But Mac Farry is now on the back of this fight, and I think he's got a slight controller issue because he's not fully going flat out. Mac Farry has... Oh, it's a what? So Mac Farry has been given a drive-through for speeding under the VSC. I didn't see a VSC come out. But, this game being very interesting as Original Blazers might try and make a move here, and I believe he's gone way too deep. And that might invite McFarry back up to slide up the inside and maybe the outside for this next turn. And he has got past Original Blazers with a lovely move, taking full advantage of the Renault driver's mistake. And he moves himself up to P9 as Jack Miles still on the back of AK and still with quite a fair bit of ERS. I believe he is trying to go for it now. The two using quite a bit of ERS to be fair. Jack Miles still on the softs. How long has he been on those tyres for? 21 laps. His softs are going to be going off quite a bit, to be fair. McFarry trying to go to the end on his hards. 10 laps he's been on those. Julianator also going to the end. Original Blazers, I believe, is going for 2-stop. Not sure those tyres can make it. But Jack Miles struggling to hang on to AK's DRS at the moment. His tyres must be, well, they must feel absolutely horrendous. Will he box this lap? No, he won't. I need more water, but pit window apparently opens for 1 stop, which is very interesting. Swanee has boxed for the medium tyres. He's going to move down the order. He boxes along with Redfire Tiger. Those two coming in quite early as McFarry is going to be lapped by... Oh no, that's just McFarry having a drive-through. That's very unfortunate for him. Where is McFarry? He's here. And Swanee is... Yeah, Swanee's right at the back of him. So McFarry is looking... Well, he's looking likely to get lapped, which is very unfortunate. He's in P10. So still looking very likely to get in the points. Iniesta is gaps leader. So Swanee is currently 12 seconds behind AK. And well, if AK pits now, he's going to be about... oh, he does. No, Jack Miles. Those two having a great battle. Jack Miles coming to the pits. Hang on. AK is now on softs. The game is being extremely interesting, but Jack Miles now coming in to fit a set of medium tyres. CBA plays being on those tyres for 23 laps now. His tyres will start going off shortly. Swanee now in P4 after Jack Miles pit. Jack Miles is going to come out in clean air, which I'm sure he will appreciate. Fastest lap from everyone. Swanee is currently the fastest man on track. No one else has got into the 1 minute. AK, I believe, is the closest person with a 101.4. Right to the closest battle, and I believe it's Original Blazers and Julianator. As Original Blazers now going to attempt to go past the Williams driver, and I believe that is him up into P8. Very nice DRS move. So move on the DRS straight for the Renault driver, and he'll attempt to get on the back of Jones fan, as I believe that is AK who is pit about now. And where will he come out in relation to Jack Miles? We will see. AK now coming out now, as it's going to be very close between the two drivers. And where is AK? There he is. Jack Miles has made the undercut work. And now is the question, can AK, with his 1 lap fresher tyres, can he attempt to retake that position? I believe he used quite a bit of ERS on his other lap, and that has not worked out for him at all. But here is Swanee. He's pit. No one else ahead of him has. So it'll be interesting to see, A, when these two pit, and how fast can this Mercedes driver get past. He's always going to... He's going to try already to get past Redfire Tiger, who is not going to fight it at all. He knows the Mercedes driver will get past fairly quickly. But we will see how fast Swanee gets past CB Plays, who's on a 61% ERS to be fair. He's not going to fight this one either. Swanee is the much faster driver on track at the moment. And Swanee moves himself very nicely back up into P1 as I believe that's Redfire Tiger going for a move of the inside of CB Plays. And he has made that move stick. Great move taking advantage of... Swanee moving past CBA Plays, and he's moved himself up into P2 and net position, I believe, P5. If I go lap to leader. So, yeah, that's net P5. The two Now I'm going to have a scrap, I do believe, for, well, CB Plays won't be happy about being demoted. He's got plenty of ERS to get past. Not really sure when he'll be pitting, but I assume it's going to be in a few laps. Julian's got it's re-overtaken the Renault driver, and it's just going to be a great battle again, as Original Blaze is now going to attempt to go for a move. Julian this time does have DRS, and will Original Blaze go for a move? He has outbraked himself quite a few times. No, he won't. Getting very close to the back of that Williams, though. And he's going to need to get past and make the move stick very soon, because his tyres will be going off. As AK is still in the DRS of Jack Miles. See if he makes this move stick. See if it plays as well on the back of Red Fire Tiger. And I need some more water, but we'll wait, I think. As the Original Blazers go, well, he tries to go down the inside on Julian, and that doesn't work. So has Original Blazers got damage? I don't think so, which is lucky for him. But what he has got is Jack Miles. Don't know who that is. DH Webby possibly? Yeah, DH Webby. Almost unlap himself from the running driver, but yeah, that's very unfortunate for Original Blazers. And I'm sure he'll be filing a complaint about not leaving us space. But AK now is 4 tenths behind Jack Miles, and looking in a good position to re-overtake the Racing Point driver. The gap is still 4 tenths, using a bit of his ERS just to make sure he catches up and makes the move easily on the back straight. We'll check now. Jet Miles has about 8% more ERS than AK, but AK is basically pushing Jack Miles on the back straight, and he's going to make that move very easily. Jack Miles isn't using his ERS anymore. AK will just cut his head, cut in front, and it will retake the position. Very nice from him. Jones fan is now on the back of Luck, who is going to pit after 24 laps on softs. His tyres will have been feeling it, the effects, but AK now still on the back of Jack Miles. This could turn out to be a very nice battle, I think. After this JRS shot, I will go and get some water, because my voice is yet again dying. McVarry gets another penalty. He's not going to be happy with that. He's currently on 12 seconds and I wonder if we can... Leader. If we've got interval. McVarry, well, I know, never mind. He won't matter that much, to be fair. But Jet Miles is now going to attempt to re-overtake AK. Not using any overtake at the moment. Will he use any soon? I don't think so. Maybe going to try and save his ERS. But he's closing nonetheless on AK. And can he make a move? Can he dive up the inside? No. He's going to stick behind for the time being. Sorry, I'm currently... Jet Miles still on the back of AK. Sorry, my voice is still dying. That goes tissue. The gap is now 5 tenths. Will Jet Miles make a move this lap? We will see. See if it plays on the back of Red Fire Tiger. Those two, well, they've been on those tyres for quite a while now. 28 laps, 29 laps now for each of them. Swanee has pulled away considerably. Can Red Fire... Sorry, see if he can make a move. No, he can't. But back to this battle. Jack Miles and AK currently in NP 2 and 3. Jack Miles, I believe, might be going for a move. No, he won't. Very close to the back, though, of Jones fan. And, well, those two had a good trap. McFarry now down to P11, I think. He had a bit of a tank slap, maybe, that's allowed Fliniesta to go through. Is Fliniesta actually racing? He is. But GXR Dragon now. Can he make a move on McFarry? Neither of them have a clue how to manage ERS, but it won't matter. GXR Dragon moves himself up into P11 with Fliniesta just ahead of him. Those two will be looking to catch the Haas driver and potentially move, but Fliniesta in turn is behind Original Blazers by 45 seconds, so I'm not sure they are going to be able to catch after that. But CBA plays now. Isn't using any overtake, but is on 52%, and I think he's just making Red Fire Tiger use his ERS. But can he make him? No, he can't. GXR Dragon now gets past Fliniesta. Lovely move from him to move himself up. Jet Miles now Can he make a move? No. AK going very defensive. AK, neither of them using any ERS at all. AK, Jet is on 50% and Jet Mars is on 80. So, interesting to see. As CB8 plays now is so close to the back of Red Fire Tiger. 2 tenths, 3 tenths now is the gap. And it will close after the slipstream at 2 to 2.5 tenths. Slipstream down this mini straight. He's going to get slipstream and he's going to use any overtake. No, he doesn't need to. He's 3 tenths behind and that gap will only... Sorry, my mind's gone blank. Will only decrease. But now it's the DRS straight and can CB8 plays make a move on the McLaren driver? We will see. Opening the DRS now. And he's going to attempt to go down the inside, possibly, on Red Fire Tiger. Very much more ERS. He won't. Still forcing Red Fire Tiger into using more and more of his ERS. And at the moment, my voice is dying even more. So I'm going to have to head off for another minute. Yeah. Sorry about this, but yeah. Right. See you for a couple of minutes. Hopefully anything interesting doesn't happen. Nothing really happened. Can CB players make a move? No. Nothing really happened. McFarry, however, is on the back of GXL Dragon. And as a driver known to use a lot of ERS, he's still an overtake move. I don't believe he's turned that off the entire race. So, McFarry, obviously wanting to make moves, and that has backfired hugely. CB8 plays again so close to Red Fire Tiger, and you do wonder why he hasn't made the move yet. I think because he's clearly got so much more pace than the McLaren driver, but he's just not willing to use it. Right, so apparently that's not CB8 pace at all. So we move back down to Jet Miles. Will he make a move this lap on AK? Both of them do have penalties. I wonder how much. So it's going to be 5 seconds for Jet Miles. I think he might have sped in the pits. Jet Miles still not looking to make a move, but he might be forced to. AK going very slowly. Can Jet Miles make a move? He is going to stick behind again. Jet Miles at some point needs to try and overtake AK and see what kind of pace he has. Because I do believe Jet Miles does have quite a bit more pace than AK. Right, yeah, for the rest of the I'm sure my voice will, well, it won't get any better. But, Jet Miles, will this be the lap? He is using overtake now, so will this be the lap that he gets past AK? I ideally hope so. I'll see what tires they're on now. But AK fights back by quite a bit, and he keeps that position. But Jet Miles is now going around the outside, a turn 2 which gives him the inside. The next left-hander. That's a stupid camera angle from the F1 game. But those two are now going to be side by side heading onto the straight. AK not want to concede the position. Both of them have so much ERS. They're basically on the same ERS. It's around 70%. But Jet Miles gets past. And he's going to attempt to pull away from AK. This will be a very interesting scrap as McFarry is still on the back of GXR Dragon. But AK seems to want to keep his net P4. Both of them, I believe, are going to the end, so this is 4th position. CB8 players and Red Fire Tiger, however, are not. So, those two will probably drop down to about P5. But Jack Miles going to be defending very hard, but he is pulling away. He is using the overtake, and Jack Miles wants to keep his position. He's basically drained his entire battery to, well, keep ahead. AK getting very close to Jack Miles during the braking zone, but nothing coming about it as of yet. So yeah, it just seemed that Jack Miles has more pace than AK. But can he use it? Is McVarry now getting very close to the back of GXO Dragon? I picked the wrong button. He tries to go around the outside. Nothing comes of it. But we'll move back to this battle. AK is very close to Jack Miles. And you do wonder if these two are on exactly the same pace. Jack Miles has basically used up all his DRS. And I believe AK is going to make the move as both Red Fire Tiger and CBA players do pit now. And well, AK moving past is going to make this a Mercedes 1-2 once again. So I'm sure, as you saw there, Jack Miles lifting off. I'm sure he wants to just stick behind AK and maybe make a move the last 5 laps. But AK seems to want to, I can't quite tell, stay in front or go behind. He wants the DRS either way for the next straight, so he can stay ahead of the racing point driver and in turn harvest more ERS for the in the braking zone, because he's got to brake harder. I've done something. There we go. AK moves himself past Jack Miles, and Jack Miles will just have to stick behind, and well, not stand for this kind of tactics from the this wily old fox tactic, I guess you could call it, as we got a yellow flag in sector 2. And who is that going slowly? I do believe that's a Renault of, I think that's Luck. Luck, who might be going very slowly indeed. Didn't quite catch that spin. I don't know really what it is, but I'm sure he'll probably have clipped the curb, which is so easy to clip. As Jack Miles is now 5 tenths behind AK and CB plays, and those two continuing their scrap in P5 and P4. So those two loving life. Jones fan on the hards in P6. He might be getting, well, Luck might have been catching, but he's not anymore. Those two, as we got a yellow flag in sector 1. I feel that's Fliniesta. Don't really know what he's doing there. He just spun it. Has he just cut the track for fun? He's got a massive penalty, I'm sure. Fliniesta's got 6-second time penalty. McVarry's got 15-second time penalties. CB8 plays sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And is he looking to overtake Red Fire Tiger? No, he's not. But, CB8 plays setting the pace for the guys in front. Jack Miles, however, is very close to AK yet again. And is this going to be the scrap that will last the rest of this race? We will see. Both of them there lapping RHM Jake and DH Webby. Both of them are in a league of their own. And not in a good way, but Jack Miles is still very close to AK. And will he make a move? No, he's looking like he's saving his ERS again. Which is fair enough, to be honest. Let's check AK's ERS. AK's on 60% ERS. Jack Miles still not wanting to overtake that Mercedes driver. He obviously tried to have a go when he tried to overtake there. But I just realised Jack Miles has got 2 seconds more penalties than AK. So Jack Miles has got to not only overtake AK, but then pull out 2-second gap to the Mercedes driver, which is a huge task. And we did see that he was unable to pull out the gap when he tried it first. So he's got to force AK to use some ERS, and then he's got to try and pull away once he's done with that, which would be a pretty high task. Sorry about that. But Mac Farry apparently got hit by a Reardon, which is why he's P12. CBA plays gets a time penalty. I want to see Red Fire Tigers penalties. How many? See how many incidents he's got. He's on 2 warnings. So if he gets one more, he's screwed. So CBA players are going to have to try and force Red Fire Tiger into a mistake so that he gets that penalty. So that those 2 can race for position. Yeah, I'm going through so much water, it's actually ridiculous. Who else have we got? We got Original Blazers and Julianator. I believe Jack Miles is probably just going to stick behind. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce people's names. That's just not something I'm good at. So I'm not going to say anything else. As Original Blazers actually goes into the pits. Very late call, I believe, from the Renault driver, and I believe he will come out P9 as Fliniesta in P10 is ridiculously far behind. But Jack Miles is again so close to AK, but unwilling to make a move. CBA players as well. Those 2, the fight for the P2 and 3 and P4 and 5, I believe, is going to last the entire race, as everyone else is fairly spread out. So unfortunately, none of them are going to get much screen time. Swanee, he's a man who should be getting Ridian. Oh, Ridian. Oh, that makes so much more sense. I heard Taylor saying that. Right, Ridian. Did I say it right? Ridian. Not Ridian. I don't know what I was saying before, but Ridian. Sorry about that. But Swanee, he started P2 on the grid, got past AK, had an absolute stonking start at the start, and has just dominated this race. I have said Ridian's name right. I do need to I need to work out how to say everyone's name. There's Swanee, I believe, using overtake through that corner. He's not on much, but does it really matter? No. These 2, however, AK has got more ERS, so ideally, what he needs to do is Jack Miles needs to use some ERS off the corner just to make sure that AK uses some ERS to stay in front, and then carry on doing that until AK has lost his ERS. But the gaps between the 2 seem to be dissipating quite quickly. Or not dissipating, increasing. Sorry, as CBA Plays is now in GXO Dragon. Not sure if GXO Dragon is in the race anymore. I think he's just being lapped. Fliniesta, 41 seconds behind Original Blazers. Who is in turn 20 seconds behind Rejuvenated. Who is in turn... hang on. Luck's up in P7. This is an amazing comeback drive, I believe. As McFarry gets another warning. Jack Miles still so close to AK. And this is quite annoying, actually. Like, we just want to see some action. I can't really commentate on anything, really. Julianator. We got another... Right, one of these 2 needs to do something so that we can get some entertainment. Like, seriously. Because currently nothing's really happening, and, well, my voice is dying, but, oh well. Brilliant says I finally got his name right. What was I saying before? I've actually forgotten. I'll watch it back, but, Ridian... I don't know what I was saying before, but oh well. His name is Ridian, and I'll remember that. That's probably actually worse than what I said about Kieran. But CBA Play is getting so close to Red Fire Tiger, and Red Fire Tiger light is flashing. CBA Play hasn't got much ERS himself. But those 2 running on next to nothing. Red Fire Tiger still hasn't got penalty. And Red Fire Tiger, has moved up 7 positions. Compared to CBA players who qualified in P8. Red Fire Tiger was in P11, P12, something like that. But DHRB was so unfortunate for him to disconnect. He started in P4 or P3. I can't count, but yeah, those two obviously are not having a good time of things, and we're gonna ride on board properly. This is the camera angle I use. It's not a great one, but I am tweaking it. He's not using. He is using overtake now. So is he just using that to get? I don't know. But will he make a move? No, he won't. Still getting so close to the back of that McLaren driver, and they do actually touch. CB8 plays runs into the gearbox of that a Red Fire Tiger. My voice is dying again. Yeah, these two just Red Fire Tiger just kind of dragging CB8 plays along, and those two. Well, I think CB8 plays is the might be the tier 2 commentator. Not sure, but he is legendary at commentating, and I'm sure his voice doesn't die as much as mine. Well, I'm gonna go get some more water because, well, you don't really need to be commentating on this, do you? It's just kind of like no one's really doing anything, so, well, I'm not really needed. You can kind of just watch everyone staying in DRS showing. You might watch for here because Zebra Plays is even more close to Red Fire Tiger. He's kind of let that go, so I will go and get some more water. I might fill up a whole water bottle now. See, but CB Plays is quite close to Red Fire Tiger. Will they make a move? Yet again, the answer is no. But I'm going to go and get some water this time, hopefully a bigger water bottle. But I'll see you in about a minute.
Hello, what are you doing? It's time to come off now. Come on, Jake can watch the What Stranger Things with you. It's 8 o'clock though, Callum.
Alright, I'm back now. Again, nothing's happened. Red Fire Tiger is now. Well, he's got pretty much the same ERS. Has looks like CB Plays has just decided to save his ERS. I might need to get off soon, but hopefully I can stay in time for the end of this race. We'll ride on board with Junior for a bit because why not? I've turned up the sound massively. Hopefully that's enough, but we'll just ride on board with Jack Miles for a bit, see how he's driving. And I think it's pretty well considering the position he's in. Red Fire Tiger still hasn't got a penalty. So he's keeping it side of the track limits. I believe Jack Miles somehow got less ERS than AK. So not really sure how that's happened considering Miles has got the DRS, which means he harvests more in the braking zones because, well, he's braking for longer. Yeah, the race is pretty much dead. Jack Miles attempted to go down the inside of turn 1 on AK. I don't believe that was intended, but it's happened anyways. Red Fire Tiger is so close to CB8 Plays, still not making a move. Oh wait, no, CB8 Plays, sorry, has made the move on Red Fire Tiger, and can he pull it away? He might force Red Fire Tiger into mistakes, as he just has done there. But finally, the race is opening up. And to be fair, there's 2 DRS straights, but since the track is so short, it's so easy to just, well, it's so easy to stay in DRS, people. Not many corners to pull out of DRS range, which is why I think the race has been so dead. Unlike the outer layout of Bahrain, which is, well, as we've seen, absolutely legendary for racing in real life. But Red Fire Tiger, will he make another move? Jack Miles is falling out of the DRS range of AK. He's so close to not being in there. He's 9/10 the gap is. And we'll see how that progresses. But moving back to Red Fire Tiger, who goes almost onto the grass in his attempt to TBA plays. And he's done it around the outside. I believe that is his position back now, as Jack Miles has now dropped out the DRS range of AK. And I think that's his race gone, unless he can pull back. But this is in the final 6 laps of this race. And CBIT Place is yet again so close to Red Fire Tiger. And this is now going to be the closest battle there is. McFarry gets yet another track extension, but that's not really important at the moment because CB8 Plays is right on the back of Red Fire Tiger, and he has intention to make a move. The number 90 driver, I think that is, using his overtake, so clearly wants to get past. Will he make a move? That is the question. He's closing, but Red Fire Tiger does have the DRS, so maybe not, but he's not going to go for a move down into turn 1. McFarry in the way of his teammate, and CB8 Plays. There is a yellow flag, however, and is that Jones fan? Jones fan has dropped down, and I think that was a spin, and Luck has gone past. So, Jones fan, well, he was the quickest Avatari by far, has now spun. That's Funiesta doing yet again more stupid things. He's just cut the entire turn 1. Lovely for him, but Luck has now moved up 10 positions. Fair play to him. Jet Miles is back in the DRS of AK, but how long will that last? We'll yet to find out. Will Red Fire CBA Plays, sorry, attempt to overtake Red Fire Tiger? We'll see, using his overtake, but I'm fairly sure that's just Red Fire Tiger has yet again got the DRS of a lapped car. CBA Plays, I think, wanted to get past on that lap, but it's just got to sit back now. And using gear 1 for there. Surprisingly not short shifting. I don't know how he does that. Might be using medium traction, but still. Jack Miles somehow is managed to pull 5/10 to AK. It's a very good laps. And I think if he wants to stay within DRS range and striking distance of yeah, Funiesta is cutting turn 1 again. But Jack Miles now on the back of AK, and he won't make a move. This is boring. But CBA Plays is so close to Red Fire Tiger now, and I think he does want to make a move. And this time make it stick. There is now 3 laps left in this Grand Prix, and CBA Plays breezes past Red Fire Tiger in a straight line. And, well, maybe he can pull away with his penalty. Red Fire Tiger still only on 2 warnings, which is it's an achievement in itself, to be fair. Most of the drivers, haven't got penalties. Check back in with Swanee. He's just doing, well, normal Swanee things. Dominating out in front, which I think pretty much did for the entirety of Tier 2. But Jack Miles is very close to AK. Probably won't make a move, but we can dream. He is using an overtake, so maybe he does want to make a move. I don't know. As Swanee crosses the line, and it's 2 laps to go in this Bahrain Grand Prix, and I wonder, does Jack Miles want to make a move? He's not close enough if he does. AK has really saved up his ERS. I think Jack Miles must use all of it trying to get past, but Red Tiger now trying to make a move on CBA Plays, and he doesn't want to. Actively backing out, so it's going to be all kicking off, I think, in this next straight, as Red Fire Tiger, I think, wants to beat CBA Plays on track, even with that penalty. And he is using his overtake now. So, looks like he does want to get past. And with that lovely move down the inside into that left-hander, retakes P4 on track. And that will be for net position, I do believe. Unless CBA Plays can do anything about it. On this next straight. Swanee's gone across the line about now to, actually, no. Yeah, it's now set. There's now 2 laps left in the Grand Prix, sorry. And will CBA Plays decide to make a move? We'll see. He's using his overtake. And can he get past Red Fire Tiger? I do believe he will. Using breezing past on the straight, to be fair. And that is the move done. Unless Red Fire Tiger wants to dive on, which I don't think he does. Just want to make the end of this race and take P4. Unless he makes a huge mistake and drops out 3 seconds. That's the way it's going to stay. That was a really weird voice I used there. Sorry to the 4 viewers. But, oh god, Red Fire Tiger, I thought was going to make a move there. But I think he just wanted to duck out the stream for this last back straight. The last pit straight, sorry, of this race. It's been a long one, I have to say. And, well, I'm sure Red Fire Tiger wants to put on a show as Swanee now does cross the line. And this is going to be his final lap. We'll move on to these two as GBA Plays gets a huge zap from oversteer. But I think Red Fire Tiger is too far back to do anything about it. We'll find out. He is closing, but he's not going to be close enough. He has got literally no ERS. So I'll watch them go down this back straight. And then we'll move on to Swanee, who is going to win this race. Well, I think we'll just do it now. Unless Red Fire Tiger make a move, he's not going to be close enough. So we will move back to Swanee. Jet Miles also very close to AK. But we're going to watch Swanee coming through the final sector right now. He's weaving about because he knows he's got no penalties. He's driven absolutely superbly, has Swanee. And he's going to come home to take a really well-deserved P1. Well done to Swanee. Further back down now, Jet Miles is looking... Well, he's using the overtake, but he won't make the move on AK. Red Fire Tiger is now... Jet Miles gets a 5-second time penalty. As Red Fire Tiger is P3. Jet Miles, that 5-second penalty has hurt him so badly. CBA Plays only 2 seconds behind that for some reason. But Red Fire Tiger, it was so unexpected, has managed to move up into P3 with an absolutely legendary... oh, that was ridiculous, I think. But Swanee in P1, AK in P2. Red Fire Tiger with extremely late P3. Jack Miles in P4. CBA Plays P5. Luck P6. Jones Fan P7. Original Blazers P8. And we'll find out the rest of it. Well, find out the rest in this. Well, coming up now. Luck, the driver of the day. Fair enough. He's had a great drive, to be fair. So I'm just gonna run down the order, and then I will be off because I can't really do interviews because my Xbox is not gonna let me. So Swanee P1, AK P2, Red Fire Tiger P3, Jack Miles P4. How much penalty did he have? Didn't quite catch that. CBIT Plays P5. Luck. It was 5 seconds for Jet Miles. Luck P6. Jones Fan P7. Original Blazers P8. Julian P9. GXR Dragon P10. Fliniesta P11. He might end up getting penalised for cutting that corner. McFarry P12. Arsham Jake P13. Leighton P14. GX Webby disconnect. Keenan Reynolds disconnect. I can't. I'll take a picture now. Hopefully, if the game's gonna let me. So if I go away. Main league, general. Select more photos. Oh, I've got to take bloody.
Right, there. And then we'll go down to Kim Reynolds. There, right. I'm going to get off. I hope you guys have a great day. And that has been GXL round 2 of 100% race, which dragged on quite a bit. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow.